Hello and welcome to Verbling. I am teacher Oakley, and for the next hour or so, we are going to practice answering questions of an utterly, completely, and totally random nature. I don't even know what questions I will be asking for sure students in this class. Great practice for preparing for any sort of standardized English exam. Got to be on your toes a little bit. You don't know what's coming. So try to give me a nice full response with at least 1 or 2 points and some good detail. And also try to be a little bit organized. I will be giving you feedback about those types of things as we go along. Now, the questions I'll be asking you are, again, random. I may ask you to describe something. I may ask you to compare something. I may ask you to give an opinion about something. Who knows? Maybe crazy questions. Any case, good solid English practice. Anton, welcome to the class. Hello, hello.
Hello, hello.
How are you today?
I'm good, thank you for asking.
Great. Glad to have you aboard. And also Heidi. Hello, hello.
Hello, nice to see you again.
As always, nice to see you too. Okay, let's get started. Anton, you're up first. Anton, first random question. Have you ever purchased anything from a telemarketer? Phone salesman, telemarketer.
Telemarketer.
Yeah.
Okay, can you explain me about telemarketer?
Sure I can, of course. Can you explain to me about telemarketer? Okay, yeah, a telemarketer, here's how it's spelled, by the way. A telemarketer is a person who calls you up and tries to sell you something on your calls you on the phone and you answer. Maybe, let's see, what do telemarketers sell a lot of? Cable TV or phone service, actually. Phone service.
I just got the idea.
Okay, all right. Have you ever bought anything from a telemarketer?
Yeah, I purchased the service of internet provider.
That was the other example I was trying to think of. Okay. Can you tell us a little about it? Can you describe the call? How did he manage to convince you to purchase a service?
Well, he
He or she.
excuse me. He called me and introduced himself and said that he want to talk about his company, that his company has good tarification and it's better offer on the market for the present time. And he just left his contacts and said that if I will be interested, I can always call him, and he he sent me guys who set up my internet connection from his company.
Okay.
Well, I compared the the prices on market offers from another companies, and I call him back. And next day, I was he, his new customer.
Okay. So he sold you on price, pretty much. All right.
Yeah.
Okay, one element I need to speak to you about, and that is, you said, if I will be interested, he will send me something, something, something. Okay. Nope, nope, nope. Very important. You can never use a future tense with a time subordinator, such as, and what many people don't realize, if and unless, the basically negative if, are in fact considered to be time subordinators. Things like after, before, when, while, during. These are obvious time subordinators. Clearly, they have to do with time. But so is if. So you cannot, if you use if in a sentence, in other words, you absolutely may not ever use any type of future tense. Not perfect, not continuous, not simple, not passive, nothing. So if I am interested, he will call. Or if I was interested, you could use it either way. If I was interested, he will send me something, blah, blah, blah. So you put the will in the other clause in the sentence.
Yeah. Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, let me welcome, speaking of welcome, I need to welcome a bunch of other people to the class. Hello, Alexander.
Hi,
Hi, how are you?
I'm doing okay. How are you?
Oh, fair to middling. All right. Okay, let me also welcome Saban. Hi, Saban. How are you today? You're very quiet. Sorry. Saban, I see that you've unmuted yourself, but I cannot hear you. You must have some kind of issues, connection, or whatever. If it's not a problem with your settings, you might want to try leaving and jumping right back into the class. That usually takes care of it. Okay, Saban, I hope I can talk to you in a little bit later. Roberto. Hello,
Hi,
hello.
teacher.
Hi. How are you doing?
Fine, thanks. And you?
Pretty good. Thank you.
Thank you.
And also Ken is with us. Hello, Ken.
Yes, hello. How are you?
I'm okay.
Mhm.
Talk to you in a little bit. Good to see you again.
Good to see you again.
Okay. Okay. All right. Heidi, time for your random question. Heidi, favorites. What is your favorite kind of candy?
Candy.
Yeah.
Usually, I prepare some candy for my throat.
Ah.
But my favorite candy is different. It's very familiar for Japanese. We call it dollops.
Dollops.
Dollops. In a tin can, there are many kinds of dollops, and the taste is different. Mint or strawberry, lemon, and very colorful.
Aha. Dollops. Okay. I'm unfamiliar with this. Is this a kind of hard candy? Really hard? You can't really bite it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, the mint is not transparent, but other things like apple or melon or lemon all are transparent.
Okay. All right. I think I got the idea. All right. That's cool. Great, good job describing them because I can actually picture it in my head. So you must have done something right. Even though I've never even, I have a picture in my head, even though I'm not sure because I've never heard of this thing. So must have done a good job. It's funny. Okay, you like the kind of candies like for your throat. By the way, are we have a word for that? Lozenges.
Mhm.
Yeah. Funny that you mentioned that. I have to share with you. You probably know. You've been to the Philippines. They love lozenges as candies, and you see little kids eating lozenges all the time. I mean, in America, I never saw anything like this, but they eat lozenges like they're candy. That's the favorite candy here in the
I
Philippines.
remember about the candy for throat. When I was walking down the Netherlands, I had a sore throat, so I dropped by a small shop. Then I asked the man, "Do you have some candy for throat?" He recommended me Fisherman Friend.
Oh, I know that.
Yeah, it was very good. After that, I always buy the Fisherman Friend. But in Japan, we can't buy that. So my sister is living in Germany. Always, I ask her to send me Fisherman Friend.
Yeah, I'm familiar with those. That was my favorite brand in the United States for sore throat, actually. Good ones. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I feel okay recommending those to the rest of the class. All right. Great. Thank you. Alexander, your random question time.
Yo.
Yeah. Alexander, what is your strongest sense?
Sense, or wow, that's a tricky question, or
Yes, it is.
yes.
I said they're random. I didn't say they're easy.
So I would definitely say that my vision,
Okay.
and the reason why, because I sometimes I see something that nobody can, and maybe at some point this is my strongest sense, and for example, sometimes we need to pass some medical exams or to study at the university, and there is a test of vision, and I can see every word on the board. There is some special board to test my vision, and I can see some there is some at the bottom of this board there is a string with a very very little word. No, transcript. No, how to say that? How's that? Very. All right, let it be very very small letters, and one doctor said me that told me that none of his latest patients couldn't see that. Only me.
All right. Very, very small font. So, yeah, the test where you cover one
Font,
eye and
yes. Oh my God.
cover
Font,
the other eye.
yes.
Right. Very small
I
font.
was thinking about this word.
Right. Okay, so you were reading, okay. Published in Boston, Massachusetts, United
Yeah,
States.
kind of like this.
Yeah, okay. All right, great. And thank you for demonstrating something. Alexander used an example to illustrate or to support as a supporting sentence, as a support for his point. Great. Applause. That's terrific. That's what you want to do.
Thank you.
English speakers do that. We try to explain things or give our opinion. We give an example. We describe something.
The IELTS exam, how did you score me?
What's that for IELTS exam? Well,
yeah,
that's only one question. We have a lot more to do, but that was very well done. That's exactly, actually, it is what I was thinking of. When I do this class, I tend to be thinking, because I think do a lot of IELTS and TOEFL work. So I tend to think that way when I'm doing a questions class. I tend to really think about how it would be scored, how you can need to organize it, how you need to make solid supporting points. It was very, very good. Definitely top tier material here. A 7.5 or up. Really.
Whoa, it's really high. I didn't expect such a result.
Okay, well, it's only one question. Don't get too excited. Okay, Saiban, are you here? Are you really here? I mean, you're here, but are you really, really here? You could hear a pin drop. Do you guys know that expression? Unfortunately, Saiban, you're giving me the opportunity to teach an idiom. You can hear a pin drop. There's not a single sound at all from you, not even the tiniest noise. So when I asked you to speak, nothing.
Hello.
Here he comes again.
Hello, teacher.
Well, there we go. Hello, how are you? Not that good. I could hear you say hello, teacher. Oh, there we go. Now I can hear you again. All right.
Oh,
Hello.
I'm sorry. I think. Can you hear me right now, teacher?
Yes, I can. Now I can. Yes.
I'm really sorry. I don't know what's going on here.
Okay. Okay. It's all right. Well, I don't either. I think you're slipping in and out. Yes.
Other, is my voice? I mean, can you hear me right now clearly,
Right.
or I have to log out?
Right now I can. This very second.
Okay.
Let me give you a quick question
Okay.
before I lose you again. All right. Saiban,
Yes.
small font. Hang on, wait a second. Time out. Alexander, small font. You would say small or large font, or medium font,
All right, thank you.
or extra large font, or very small font. Okay. Yes. Very good. Okay, Saiban.
Yes, teacher.
When you go to a social gathering, a party, or an organized event, do you try to make an entrance, as we say in English? You make an entrance. You want people to notice you, or do you try to sneak into the room quietly?
Yeah, I wanted to people notice me, and I wanna interesting
Okay, so you make an entrance.
visualize with making interest.
Make an entrance. It's kind of an idiom. If you make an entrance, you do
Okay.
something so that people turn their heads and look at you.
Okay. It just happened with me right now. Can I just tell you? Yeah, because then I really cause a really disaster right now. You know, I
Come on, I really want to hear this story.
Durham. I'm
Wait.
living in Durham. Can you hear me,
Okay.
teacher? Right?
Now
Okay.
I can. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. I'm living in Durham. So in the basement, or let's say in the downstairs, we have and the
I always lose people when they have an interesting story to tell. Darn it. Okay, we got. Now I can't hear you again, Saiban. Hello? No, not good. It's not good. I think you're going to have to
Can you
try.
hear me right now?
So. You have robot voice.
No, I'm sorry. I think okay. I'm sorry.
No. robot voice. Now you've digressed from robot voice, and you're actually now sounding like a synthesizer. Sadly. So Ben, I really want to hear your story. I really do, but I'm going to have to pass you for now. Hopefully you can get your thing connected there properly or whatever. I really would like to hear that story. Okay, let me go to Roberto. Roberto.
Yes.
Roberto. Where are you from?
I'm from Madrid,
You're from where?
Spain.
Spain. Okay. And all right, in Spain, when do you have to pay your taxes?
Mhm.
When do you pay your taxes?
Okay. The problem is I don't pay taxes because my wife.
Quiet. No,
No, yes,
don't say a word.
yes, no, it's not. I have to repeat. Yes, I pay my taxes, but my wife is the person who do these things.
Okay. Who does that? Okay, my wife is the person who does the taxes. Okay, all right. So why is that? Okay, great. Well, it's still a random question. Why does your wife do the taxes?
Why?
Yeah,
Because
why?
I suppose because I'm lazy. I suppose.
Okay, I thought you were going to give me an answer like because my wife's an accountant or something like that. Okay, that's very funny. Okay, well, maybe I'll have another question for you later about laziness.
Okay.
Right. Okay. Let me move over to Ken. Ken?
Yes.
Okay. All right, Ken, tell me the truth. How many times a day do you look at yourself in the mirror?
How many times? It's up to the day. But when I shave my shape and sometimes in a shopping mall or something, a mirror exists, and I see myself at that moment, or and bathroom or in a restaurant. So how many times I don't know. Sometimes
Okay.
many. Some day are many. Some day are not so many.
All right. Do you ever look at yourself in the mirror, in the rear view mirror of your car? You know, the mirror up here?
Yeah, sometimes yes. Yes. Sometimes I do that.
Okay. Why?
Maybe to check my outlook or something. Maybe I might put something stress on the face or something like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Check your appearance before you go
Yeah,
in a
maybe
store.
light on the cheek or something like that.
I don't know. Okay, right. Yeah, the classic. That's a classic. Okay. All right. Interesting. Okay, Anton. Back to you. Anton. Random question. Are you the kind of guy who keeps his hand on the remote control for the TV at all times, or TV or whatever, or do you need to be in control of the remote control, or do you give it up?
Actually, I don't watch TV. I don't even have one
Okay.
in my house. So
Okay. All right. Let's do another different random question. Do you travel, Anton? Do you ever get a chance to travel?
what kind of travel do you mean?
Do you travel?
Mm,
Go on a trip.
well, yes, sometimes I'm traveling,
Okay.
but I never travel abroad. I've never
Okay.
traveled abroad. So
Okay. All right. That's okay. When you travel, do you pack too much or do you pack too little?
no, just things. or what of first need. How do you say it?
The necessities.
Oh,
Just,
yeah.
you might say.
Just necessary.
Okay. Hang on, let me make sure I spelled it right. I want to spell it for you so you can see it, but necessities, or you can also say necessaries as well, but most people say necessities. Okay. Really? So you don't find that you need to buy things when you're on a trip? You have enough of whatever you need, clothing and.
No, I actually estimate that I will buy additional things in my journey.
Ah, so when you leave, you have extra space.
Yeah, I have extra space.
Me too. I do that as well. Good man. Good thinking. Okay, be careful. One thing I'm not sure if you really did this or not, but you were about to do it. You said just the things what I need, or just the things what I think you were about to say that. But be careful. You cannot use what as a relative pronoun. You should say just the things which I will need, or just the things that I need. That or which to be used as a relative pronoun to refer to something else. So never what. Never. You can't say I just pack the things what I need. You can never use what as a relative pronoun. Okay. All right. Good for you. Good thinking. Me too. I do the same thing. I leave some extra space because I figure I'm probably going to buy a few things, souvenirs, T-shirts, whatever. Okay. Moving on to Heidi. Heidi?
Mm-hmm.
I have a crazy question for you. What is the craziest thing that you believed as a child?
Craziest thing?
Yeah.
Oh, maybe craziest thing. Oh, maybe my dream. I often had the same dream that time. When I was walking down the street, returning from the school, in the same point, always a man was standing up. He was wearing the sunglasses and a black hat and black suit. And when I approached him, he was quiet. Then I tried to pass by in front of him. Suddenly he moved. I ran away. I ran fast, but my legs are not good to move. So finally he grabbed me. Then I woke up.
Oh, scary. Okay. So did that? You mean you believe that as a child? You believe that that was going to happen to you, or that scared you a lot?
Yeah. And then before sleeping, I always I hoped I shouldn't dream the same thing.
Okay. It's a scary dream, a repetitive dream, a recurring dream, I should say, recurring dream. Yeah, I had a recurring dream when I was a kid as well. It was also a little scary. Actually, I had a couple of them, but one or two. One was scary and another one was not scary. But reoccurring dream, or better, scary. So really, I should say reoccurring nightmare. Yeah, would be more accurate. Okay. All right. Alexander. Alexander?
Yeah.
What? What is your... Okay. Okay. I want to ask you an IELTS type question. Let me style this in an IELTS way.
All right.
I'm going to rephrase it from what I was going to say. Give me half a second. Okay. All right. Okay, Alexander, do you like animals?
Of course I like them. I don't know a person who don't like, and Speaking of animals, I actually have one. I have a cat. Uh, he's called Demok, but if I translate it, it will sound like smoke in English. So I I really love animals, and they're so cute. They're pretty, and they even can occasionally help you. You know, for example, or cats have some extraordinary ability to heal people when they're hurt. I don't know if you hear about it, but I remember the case when I got a trauma. I got a trauma on a game. I've been playing football for many years. Yes, and my knee. I injured my knee. It was very hard, and I came home, and my cat, I don't know, felt something wrong with my knee, and I just lay down on the couch, and my cat started following me, and when I lay down, he laid down on my knee, and he he was lying on my knee. He has been lying on my knee for 1 hour maybe, and then I kind of started feeling that my knees were recovering slowly, and that was really scary for the first time. But then I realized that it's a magic.
It's magic.
Yeah.
You have a magic cat. That's awesome. You fly around the room. That's
Yeah. On the next day, I went to another game, to play football.
Well, you know, Alexander, some people do use a heating pad to eliminate swelling. So your cat's pretty much like a heating pad. So
no, I also know about how it's called leech. Do you know that?
Leech?
Leech, yeah.
Yeah.
And for example, in hospitals, these kind of animals are used to heal people with their blood issues.
Really?
Yeah.
Still? Nowadays? I mean, this is like a medieval medical procedure where they would put leeches on you to suck your blood out or whatever for many different things.
It's like to refresh your blood.
Really? Okay. They still do that?
I
didn't think people still do that.
At least in my city.
Really? Do they?
It happens. Yeah.
Really? Oh my goodness. Really? Okay. I haven't heard that. I didn't know they still did that anywhere. All right. Interesting. Okay. Okay. Let me give you some feedback. All right. You started off a little. Okay. A little surprised. You said, "I don't know a person who don't like." Probably better to say, "I don't know anybody who doesn't like." So anybody, and instead of doesn't like animals. You'd be surprised because this is a very common IELTS question. So I've asked this question to, I don't know, dozens and dozens and dozens of people. And you would actually be very surprised because you like animals, so you don't realize. But there's a good percentage, 20% maybe, of people that I ask that question say, I can't stand animals. I don't want to touch them. I don't want them near me. You'd be surprised. What does your cat's name translate to in English?
Smoke. Smoky, smoke. Kind of.
Smoke. Oh, okay. Okay. It sounded like my cat's name translates in English to Smoke English. Smoke English. What's that? Okay. Actually, I don't know if you know this, but Smokey is a common name, especially for gray cats. Those cats that are gray
Yes.
or long-haired gray
That's
cats.
what I meant.
Yeah, yeah. Okay. That's a common name in English. Okay. And then, okay, I like this. This is very natural English. IELTS likes it too. I don't know if you hear about it, but you should say, actually, it's a great opportunity for IELTS to use a present perfect structure. I don't know if you heard about it, but blah, 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 blah. So it's a great and easy way to sort of artificially insert a present perfect tense verb. So it's very useful for IELTS, actually. That's a good one, actually. I need to remember that one. That's a nifty little trick. Because that is one of the things they're looking for you to do. You show that you can use a perfect tense. Okay, and the last thing, I think you said your cat started pawing me. He started pawing me. I guess that's actually right. Yeah.
I'm sorry?
Did you say the cat was pawing you?
No, cats was kind of recovering me, healing.
Oh, heal. Okay, I got it. Okay. Healing me. Yeah, that's the right word. All right, well, I think either you used the wrong word or I couldn't hear you properly, but okay. Anyway, that's it. You had a little self-correction there in the beginning. It was a little, the rhythm wasn't that great. But, okay, maybe not as good an answer that time. A few little grammar mistakes, especially. Vocabulary, you know. Maybe a 6
I
answer.
work on that.
It's impossible to answer, you know, about a score for one question because that's not how they do it. They score each section, you know, part 1, part 2, part 3. Each part gets scored as a unit. So it's hard to say with one question. But, okay. Anyway, moving on. Let me go to Saiban. Saiban?
Hello, teacher. How are you? Can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Okay.
Saiban, my question is, I really want to hear your story. Okay, so we were
Okay.
talking about... Yeah.
Okay. Actually, right now it is 4:39 a.m. right now in Scranton, Pennsylvania. Okay, so tonight, I mean, just 2 hours ago, I just went to downstairs in basement. We have a stove and kitchen for cooking food for ourselves because I'm living in dorm. I put a piece of bread in the microwave for just 2 minutes, and then I realized it was a lot. 2 minutes, it was too much time. I realized the smoke is coming out from microwave, and guess what happened? And yes, and then the firefighter came, the police came, the ambulance came to here, and they asked every student. It was like, I mean, 100 students in the dorm. For the dorm is consists of 4th floor, so everybody just rush out and just come out, and we stand away from the dorm, and then I admitted that to the police officer that this stupid happened with me. I mean, I did it. Was really awkward actually, and some people some students they come out from without taking shoes. I mean, without they took their shoes, and some of them they just come naked without. Some of them were crying. It was really awkward today. What's happening with me is I'm really it was really shame, teacher. Oh gosh, you know, it's really hard.
Oh my golly. That's quite a
Oh,
story. So you made quite an entrance there.
yeah.
Made your presence known. Okay, let me give you a little bit of feedback. Thanks for sharing that story with us. I knew I wanted to hear that story. Wow. What did the police do? Did they say anything to
They,
you?
yeah, they say, oh no, no, just say, who did this? Who did this? I say,
Yeah.
I did it, sir. I did it. And he say, okay, don't worry about it. But I think they are gonna charge me $500 because
No.
yeah, I really annoyed them. They don't know the system is very sensitive, teacher. Once the
Yeah.
smoke is come to the system, is the ring is the bell is ringing, and after that is automatically called the firefighter, and they
Yeah.
come together, the ambulance, the policeman, the everybody come as soon as possible after
Yeah.
1 minute.
Yeah.
It's not like in my country. They if you have a fire, after 1 hour they will come, and after everything is done and burned, they will come. Oh, we are coming. What do you have it to save? And in my
Yeah.
country, we are saying we don't have anything. That's it. Go back.
Uh,
Yes, and
yeah. Yeah.
you
Yeah.
know, it's yeah, it's really hard, teacher.
Right. Yeah. That happened to me when I was in university as well. That's absolutely. I totally believe you because I understand. That's exactly correct. And dormitories in any university are going to have an automatic system where the fire
Yeah.
department, police, and everybody's notified instantly. So yeah, I know that's true because I've seen it. Right. Okay. Let me give you some English feedback here. I went to downstairs. You don't need to. I went
Okay.
downstairs.
Okay.
Okay. I went downstairs, and by the way, it's downstairs.
Downstairs. Okay.
Okay. I went downstairs.
I went downstairs. Okay.
Yeah. We only use downstairs with no S as an adjective. So the downstairs bathroom, for example.
Oh, okay.
So I went downstairs or upstairs with an S.
Okay.
All right. Also,
Okay.
the ambulance come to here. First of all, verb tense. You're telling a story. It's 2 hours ago, so it's in the past. The ambulance came here.
The
Again,
ambulance
you don't
came.
need to. We
Okay.
went there. We went. Okay. When you use a place, you went. We went to Spain. We went. But if you say direction, we went south. You don't need to. We went south. We went downstairs. We went up. We went over. You don't need to say we went to over. Okay. But we went to Spain. We went to the mall. Then you do. Same with come, actually. Same thing. We came up the hallway. We came down the road. We came there. We came here. Same thing. We came to Spain. So then a place, get the idea. Okay. Mr. Verb, not a verb tense, I'm sorry. Mr. Plural consists of 4 floors. Should be plural. And you were, yes, you were shamed by your action. That was the action that happened to you. But your adjective, your feeling, you were ashamed. Okay, shame is a verb.
Okay. Okay.
Shame
I were
is a
ashamed.
verb. Yeah.
Okay, teacher.
Shame is a verb. Okay. Ashamed, I'm writing them down so you can see them, is an adjective. Okay. Yeah. Well, that was quite a story. I must say I am for having the guts to share it with all of us. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, teacher.
All right. Randomly moving on, randomly moving on in order. Roberto, what is your favorite beverage?
Drink.
That's right. Correct.
Okay, well, I like water, of course, but alcoholic drink. Well, I like beer.
Okay. All right. You like beer. All right. Good for you. And water. Okay.
Yes, not I used to drink one time a week, more or less.
What's that? Oh, I lost you again. Connection
Yes,
problems
yes,
today.
I used to drink beer one time a week.
Once a week.
Yes,
Okay.
well, okay. I think
Nothing wrong with that.
is yes, because I think in my opinion is dangerous to drink more than one time a week. I think it's my opinion.
Okay. All right. And how about I just want to ask a follow-up question. In the morning, do you drink coffee or tea?
In the morning, yes, I like coffee very much. I need coffee for
Need. Yeah.
for working or for do the things that I have to do in the
Yeah.
day.
I hear you.
Yes, I need coffee. But tea, I don't like tea. I think tea is not the same than coffee. I take, have a tea and I feel like uh, like a normal person. But I have a coffee and I feel strong and
Oh, okay. All right. Where are you, Roberto? You're in Spain? Is
yes.
the coffee strong in Spain? I don't know.
No, no. It's
Not really.
well, you can choose what you can choose the coffee you want. Okay,
Oh, yeah,
with
okay.
milk or with well, you know.
Yeah. Sure. Okay. All right. Okay. I like espresso myself, Roberto. Wham. Yeah. Delicious. Okay. Thank you. Moving on. Ken.
Yes.
Ken, do you know any magic tricks?
Magic tricks. Yeah. Actually, I know one.
You do.
I went to the magic bar with the American professor, and his studying field is one of his studying fields is magic. So he knows a lot of tricks actually. And we went to the magic bar, and in the magic bar, bartender are all magicians, and they're chatting and they're showing a lot of magic in front of us. And all of a sudden, he asked me, "What time is it now?" So I tried to check my wristwatch, but my wristwatch has gone.
Hmm.
And he showed my wristwatch, on his kind of, I forgot about hand.
Uh-huh.
So I was surprised at it, and after that, I asked what happened to me, and then the professor says, and kind of it was happening gradually. No, the bartender to try to get rid of my wristwatch, little by little. And one time he covered my hand for another magic. Probably at that was the moment he get off my watch from my wrist. Yeah.
Okay. All right. But do you yourself know any magic tricks?
Very, very primal. Everybody knows that kind of thing.
A silly magic trick?
Yeah.
Like
Silly
the one
magic
where
tricks. Yeah.
stupid magic trick, or
Yeah.
the one where you, oh, I'm gonna pull my finger off. Oh, okay. That stupid trick. Okay. All right. Well, that's interesting. Now you call it a magic bar, which makes it seem like I don't know, like something in Harry Potter where everybody's drinking whiskey and beer and they're floating around the room or something. Okay, that's the picture I get in my mind. In English, we probably say it's a magic club.
A magic club. Okay.
Yeah, like a comedy club, a magic club. So there are people performing magic at this place.
Okay.
Is that the idea?
Yes. Exactly.
Yeah, okay. So we probably in English we'd probably say a magic club. That would make sense. A magic bar seems... Well, let's see. Is everyone in the bar magic, floating around the room, or is the actual bar magical? The actual bar itself forms bottles of beer out of thin air. I mean, if so, I'd be moving to Japan on the next flight. Yahoo! Funny. Okay. Okay. Okay, I have a random question coming to Anton again. Anton, when was the last time that you sat on a park bench for a few minutes? When's the last time you actually sat on a park bench? Can you remember?
No, I don't remember.
It's been a while, huh? Okay. Been a long time. Have you ever sat on a park bench? Do you ever go to the park? A park, I should say, not the park.
I live in the place where around me wild nature, so I know wasn't.
Everywhere is a park. Everywhere is a park. Okay.
Yeah, it's everywhere.
Okay. Is it okay? There's a lot of forest and nature around you, and it's a natural area. Another way to say it. Is it owned by people, individuals, or is it owned by the government?
The thing is that in Russian Federation, nothing owned by individuals. It's all government property.
All right, I see. Okay. All right. There's probably not a lot of park benches. Okay. All right. Interesting. Okay. Let me see. Heidi. Heidi, I have a fashion-related question for you. Heidi, what fashion trend do you hope never comes back? What is the most horrible fashion trend that ever happened?
Maybe before I mentioned. Maybe 15 years ago or more, women were wearing a very wide-shoulder jacket. Do you remember that?
Oh, yeah, okay. I think I've asked you this question before, or we talked about it.
Like that.
Yeah, like that. It's women had the looking like American football players. Yeah, good point. That was not a good one.
Now I hate that fashion.
Yes, that was ridiculous. Okay, my favorite or least favorite, my favorite one I love to hate.
Maybe that kind of fashion is very good for American or European people because they are very tall. But the Japanese women are very small, so very strange. Can you imagine that? Wide shoulder, but very small.
Yeah, I try to imagine it. I think I see your point. Yeah, the one that I thought was really goofy, well, combination, but bell bottoms. Do you remember bell bottoms, Heidi?
Yeah, now it's kind of trend, no?
Bell bottoms?
Yeah, musician wearing.
Really?
London boot and bell bottom.
Really? I did not know that. Okay. Well, I was just going to say I hope that trend never comes back because I thought it was ridiculous.
You know London boot?
The what boots?
London boot. London boot.
I'm not sure.
What are they? Heel was very tall, high.
Oh, okay. Right. Okay. Yeah. All right. That's such a goofy look. I hated that. The combination of bell bottoms, and then there was this, like in the 70s when I was a kid going to school, I'd have these giant bell bottom pants, and you'd have a belt buckle like the size of your head.
That time I was a student, then my friend wanted to buy that, but his legs were very short. he needed to cut. No more of the bottom.
That's very funny. Yeah, I remember. I still can't. I still remember. I had a huge, like really, really big, like this big, probably, belt buckle with a Led Zeppelin and a picture of the Zeppelin. You know, and I was so proud of. What an idiot. Anyway. Like I'm wearing armor or something because the thing is huge. It's like the size of a frisbee. Ridiculous. Goofy. I look at pictures of myself at that time and I just laugh. It's so silly looking. Anyway. Okay. Alexander, I think we got time for one more question for you. All right, Alexander. Okay. Let me see. What kind of advertising do you think might become popular in the future?
All right. I like this question because I like to make an advertisement. Usually I tend to use the internet, and in the future, I would say that the internet will become more popular because now I would say that TV is most popular and a lot of advertisements. Ads. All right. A lot of ads are focused on TV, but now the internet is growing and the popularity of the internet is getting more and more popular. So in the future, probably in some decades, the internet will become the most important and one of the main ways to make the ads.
Okay. All right, Alexander. What is going on now, Alexander? Okay. Looking at your picture. Now, wait a minute, Alexander. Now you're telling me that the internet is going to become very popular, and that people still use leeches to do doctor surgery. Is this like your house behind you in your picture? Is this a modern building where you live?
Yeah, I used to live there.
Okay. I'm just questioning. It's like you're from the past or something, Alexander. Okay. The future's already here, my man. All right. Okay. Now, Alexander says advertisements, perfectly fine. Just want to point out that Americans say advertisements and British people say advertisements. Both are correct. You can, whatever you like. British pronunciation, American pronunciation. Okay. All right. Well, that's fine. Okay. No problem with your topic. Could have possibly. I would like more. I would like to hear two. Try to always break your IELTS. Okay. Break the question into two things, if at all possible. Two aspects of the same element or two possible ideas about future advertising. That's kind of the secret. You're gonna get yourself stuck if you, or it's gonna affect your score. You always be thinking of two things to talk about. Okay, and I'll leave you with that because I gotta go. I'm over time and it's time for me to have my dinner. So thank you very much, everyone. Everybody, have a great day. Have a great evening. Thank you.
Bye bye.
Take
Thank
care.
you.
Thank you very much.